Hello, hello, hello. What is going on today? Sculptor build. I know it's been delayed. I'm sorry it's been delayed. Some technical issues, but Sculptor build season 3 tomorrow. Powerhouse Thursday. Greenskeeper. Also tomorrow, me and Respawn match number 3, most likely going down tomorrow. Make sure you're just paying attention. It will be in replace of my live stream if it does happen. If not, we'll get it done this weekend. But right now, it is looking like that is the move. And then there'll be another one this weekend against Early 1981 in Leo. That is probably going to be Saturday. So those are the 2 upcoming Ryder Cup matches. USA, I believe, is up 5-3 now. 5-3. Took down Apex the other day thanks to Coxter as my teammate. Great playing all around. Make sure you go check out all of their channels, like and subscribe. But for those who want the season 3 Sculptor build, let's dive right on into it. You guys know I use this site, PGA2KLab.com, so that way I can give you guys efficient builds. Come on in here, mix and match exactly how you want it. So that way you can fine tune your build before you drop 500 VC. And in return, all I ask, like and subscribe. But this site is here for you guys as well. So this is the Sculptor Season 3 build. And what I've realized is if you're going to go with the Sculptor build, you need to build it for power, not for accuracy. So we can do, I'll show you 2 different ways to build this, but every single time I build this to try to get, more swing path and more correction, something in like the 90s range, I always just comes right back to it's just a light version of the Magician build. Like the Sculptor build is the Magician, but just not as good. The only difference is the correction. Like if you need correction, then you can finagle the Sculptor build to kind of work your magic for it. But in reality, the Sculptor build is just a version that's just a lot lower in a lot of these categories than the Magician build. So if you want something 90s swing path, 90s contact, I primarily push you to check out my tech build or my Magician build, because those 2 are highly better. But if you are somebody who wants a Sculptor build, the way you go about this, in my highly encouragement, is you build like a powerhouse, an accurate powerhouse build. That one will come tomorrow for like the powerhouse, but I think the Sculptor build is more of the powerhouse than any of the builds. So this is how you set it up. You put 25 points on power. You put 25 points on swing path. You're going to have a starting correction of 70, which, like I said, is better than the Magician at 53. But try the 53 correction, and I think you'll be surprised that it's not that hard to get used to. Shaping, you want shaping with this character. So 84 shaping, you're going to put 9 attributes there. And then 16 on recovery. Don't sleep on recovery, especially if you're hitting long shots. Your ball may run out of the fairway. You don't want to be unable to get back onto the green in a short spot. So 75 is the threshold there when it comes down to recovery. Rhythm +2 on the rhythm. Transition +23. You guys know transition is probably one of the most important factors outside of swing path and contact this year, ever since the update from season 2. 25 points on putt weight, 20 points on path, 5 on rhythm. Now you guys know, tailor their putting to what you need. If you are somebody who needs a little bit of contact, or you struggle with red fast or red slows, tailor it towards what you need. You don't have to go with this. I always tailor my putting attributes to what works for me. I have no issues with contact. I just want the ball started on line, and I want it to go the correct distance. So that's exactly how I have that set up. Now when it comes to the fittings, I have them all filled in here. And like, this site is great because you can choose exactly what level clubs you have. But I'm building this out for the completion of season 3, so all diamond clubs here. When it comes to the driver, we want max power. So we want 99 overall power, because if we're going to sacrifice accuracy, we want to be hitting wedges as close as possible. So we're going 1 power, 2 contact and 2 swing path. That's going to get you a 99 power with the driver, 77 contact, and then an 86 swing path. I highly recommend just shaping shots. Find a shape, whether it's a fade or a draw, and purposely shape the shots. That will help you out a lot in that category. For woods, hybrids, irons, and wedges, whatever combination you play, it's all the same. 3 contact, 2 swing path. That's going to get your swing path to an 86, your contact to an 82, and just remember you have a starting power at 92. So you're going to have a lot of stopping power. You're going to be hitting clubs pretty far, like when most people are hitting 6 irons, especially tech builds, hitting 6 irons, you're going to probably be hitting an 8 iron or a 9 iron with this 92 power. So you're going to have extreme advantages there. And yeah, you just jump on people on that. When it comes to the putter, like I said, tailor it how you want to tailor it. But I have putt weight, putt contact, putt path. That's going to get putt weight to 82, contact to a 53, and a putt path to an 82. When it comes to path, you really don't have to go above an 80. It's not going to make too much of a difference. Putt weight, obviously, same thing. I think an 80 spot for a lot of the putting attributes is a really good sweet spot. So that's just something to consider there. Now let's dive on into the tee skills. They don't change. I still recommend the same tee skills across all my builds. Tee shots, you're pretty much going to go freaking maxed out here. When it comes to the main one, you go maxed out with choke driver. Now, choke driver is probably going to be extremely important. You're going to have plenty of distance with a 99 overall power driver. I would hit mostly choked drivers. It's going to go plenty far. But in that odd chance you have a wide open fairway, make sure you have power drive equipped. When it comes to the approach skills, you max out approach, max out your pitch, skip through the runner, and don't forget the spinner action. Great shot there. Choked approach, like I said, you're going to want a lot of choke shots. If you're going to be slacking a little bit on accuracy, you need to be hitting as many choke shots as possible. When it comes to recovery skills, we max out flop, skip through super flop a little bit, and then we just get a little bit of recovery. Now, the reason how I'm able to get recovery, it's also a pretty good shot, is because I've sacrificed the rhythm aspects on all of these sections here. So make sure you are paying attention to that, simply because you don't want to have to make this mistake. Once you lock in, you lock in. Bunker skills, we love splash. It doesn't matter if you go blast or power pick. I don't know many people who are actually using either of those. But the regular pick you must have. It is really good. And for those people who always ask, I have all of the additional ones because I have an 85 version of every other build. That is the only way to unlock these other characters and skills. So lastly, chip, max out putt, skip through bump and run, skip through Texas wedge, and I am always an advocate of maxing out green reader. What it does is it takes the 1 yard by 1 yard squares, and a fully maxed out one shrinks it to half a yard to half a yard. So it cuts it in half, which is extremely beneficial. Clubhouse season pass. Right now I still have the tie spinner and the long flop. I've been playing a little bit of NBA 2K, so I am slacking on the lob shot, but eventually I am very close and I will get there. I still have to just grind out a little bit in that aspect. But that is your Sculptor build, Season 3. Tomorrow, Powerhouse, and then Greenskeeper. Greenskeeper. So don't forget to like, subscribe. Catch you guys in another.